What's up, y'all? It's Jimmy coming guys with another video. Before we get into the video, as always, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And when you guys hit subscribe, please make sure you hit the notification button. So getting right to the video, this is the first time I've done a video like this in quite a while. And the video I'm going to be bringing to you guys, you guys clicked on it, I'm going to be showing you guys my June pickups for 2021. So June was a pretty cool month. I picked up a wide variety of things that you guys are really going to like. Things that I will have separate video on. So you guys might have seen those videos already, just depending on when I release this video or those videos. But yeah, June was cool. June is really the first month, or I guess I want to say first full month of summer, where everyone was like off of school if you're still in school, where people really felt like it was summertime again. I think both California, New York, which both states that had probably like the strictest mask mandate and just COVID regulations, both are fully open now. So very nice to see that people are outside again. People are just living their lives, enjoying lives, not just living in fear anymore, as much as it was kind of like an eye-opener during COVID, during the pandemic. It's nice to see people able to live their normal lives again. But with that being said, in the month of June, I didn't really do too much. At the beginning of the month, I went to LA with my girlfriend. We went out there for an anniversary trip, so you guys will see some of the items that I copped out there. And throughout the month, I also picked up different items, from thrifted items, from different drops, from sneaker releases, to different little accessories and knickknacks that I'll show you guys. And I'll do everything based off of categories, kind of like accessories, bottoms, tops, shoes, things like that. But the first thing I have to show for you guys is actually something I picked up today. And I don't know when you guys are gonna watch this video, but I picked this up the day I'm recording this video. And what I picked up is this Tupac All Eyes on Me vinyl. I got this brand new from the vinyl store up in Dallas. So it's called Josie's Records off of like 635. If you guys are interested in checking out a local vinyl store rather than going like to Urban Outfitters, Best Buys, and things like that, I do try to support local whenever I can, even though it's typically a little bit more expensive. But compared to Best Buy and everything, it was practically the same price. So when I saw this, I was like, yo, might as well pick it up. I have been wanting a Tupac vinyl. This is the first thing I picked up that I'm excited to show you guys. And who knows, maybe I'll even do like some type of listening video, but really excited to give this a listen. And then next up, just because I do only have one pairs of shoes that I picked up for this month. I might have picked up other shoes, but I might have sold them or gotten rid of them already. But the one pair that I did keep as a personal, and that's probably why I'm going to show it to you guys as a June pickup, is these Dusty Olive Dunk Lows. I'm not going to speak too much on them because I do have a review on them. Like I said, maybe you guys might see that first, maybe you guys might see this first, but really excited to have these in hand. Stupid fire, you guys. I wasn't even going to keep them at first, but after seeing them in person, shape, color, feel of the material, but for $110, if you manage to hit on retail, you cannot go wrong with the shoe. And then next, I'll show you guys the uppers that I picked up for the month of June. So I don't really do too much shopping, surprising as that is. Like, I feel like my channel is basically based off of like clothes, shoes, basically materialistic items, right? But I myself, I do a lot of these videos, but I don't keep a lot of items for myself. I love them to death. Like, I love clothes, I love shoes, but I myself, like, I like to buy things. I don't like to be overspending with a lot of the items, right? Because everything can add up over time. So a lot of times I'll buy stuff, sell it, and then if I really like it, I'll keep it as a personal. But the two things I got were actually thrifted items, so they're not too bad. I have two gray crew neck sweaters. You guys will see, I found these from the same thrift shop from a Goodwill. Ones I've actually taken you guys on a trip to thrift on, and they were actually at the same Goodwill, and I found them on the same day. So I'm guessing they might have came from the same load. Like, a lot of times when you go to these thrift shops, whenever you see like something good, there's a good chance that you'll find a lot more good stuff, just because it might have been one person that dropped it all off. But the first thing I have to show for you guys is this vintage Dallas Mavericks center swoosh gray crew neck in the size medium. And if you guys don't know already, I'm from Houston, but I'm currently living in Dallas. I myself would never get caught wearing like a Texas Rangers, Dallas Mavericks, even though I have grown to appreciate Dallas, because before I used to be like Houston everything, but I have really grown to appreciate the city. I myself just wouldn't really wear this just because I don't really care for the Mavericks. But this right here is my first ever, maybe like nicer center swoosh that I found. I've found a couple of center swooshes before, but this is like my first ever sweater, first ever like embroidered Nike crew neck sweater, to say the least, in my size as well. Honestly, even though I'm not like a Dallas Mavericks fan and I don't really ever rock Dallas gear, this might be one that I just keep and wear. Maybe it's something I'll remember the city by, just because the fact that it's my size, it's in really good condition. It's a very simple, clean sweater. I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. I mean, unless someone is willing to give me like a good trade or something for it, then I would consider it. But really nice pickup right here. This was like $4 or $5. And then the next item I picked up is another gray crew neck sweater. As you guys can see, this is a vintage Miami Hurricanes crew neck sweater. Really nice on this one. You guys can see the sleeves, the neck collar, and then just the overall detail on the sweater is absolutely insane. Also, the cut on the sweater is really nice. It's like a cut and sew almost. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not a cut and sew, but there's different layers to this crew neck sweater than your typical standard Hey crew neck sweater you'll find, even compared to the Dallas Mavericks. This has a much more vintage feel and look to it. On the print, it doesn't say what year this is from, but I'm guessing it's probably from the mid 90s to early 2000s if I had to take a guess. But this right here is actually also a size medium. It's an ultimate sportswear wear. It's actually a size large, made in China. So who knows when this was actually made. That was just my guess. This right here is a personal. This was also like $6, so why not, right? Really nice fit. I think one of my favorite vintage or just thrifted items to keep, especially if they fit really good, is thrifted crew neck sweater. Very versatile, add good layers. They're not too heavy, especially in Texas. Like, it does get cold here and there, but sometimes the Carhartt is just a little too much. But these crew neck sweaters are absolutely perfect. And then the last top I have for you guys is one that I'm actually wearing. So this right here is just like this black faded West Coast Choppers tee. I've been wanting a West Coast Chopper tees for quite a while. So the strange thing when you've been just into vintage for, I don't know, I guess like a couple years, like I can't just really go into kind of like one of these newer vintage stores and just shop and just browse for cool shirts. Like, maybe some people can, but I myself, like, I want like a specific thing, right? Like, there might be a month where, you know, I want like a wrestling shirt, I want like a Harley shirt, but I don't ever really just go in and shop and just go, okay, what am I gonna find today? But I'll say for the past month or month and a half, I've really been wanting a West Coast Choppers tee. The reason being, I don't know, like, I guess maybe in my mind as a little kid, seeing Too Fast, Too Furious, seeing Paul Walker wear that West Coast Choppers tee has just progressed forward. And now, as much as I love Harley tees, I don't know, like, I just feel like I have too many of them. They're very popular, which is nothing wrong with that, right? But you just seem so often you get almost a little tired of them. But when I see this West Coast Choppers tee, I just look at it and go like, yo, that's very simple, very different, but it still has like that vintage biker feel to it. And this one right here is not too old. I'm guessing it's probably maybe from like mid 2000. It's a double stitch. The fade on it is actually pretty good. I got this for $15 at the DFW Vintage Swap Meet. And I'm pretty sure, you know, depending on where you guys will watch this, your city might have a bunch of like these different swap meets, vintage thrift cons, things like that. So this is where I copped that. That's a good place to meet like-minded people, people that seem the same passion, interest as you, meet a bunch of cool different vendors. And next up, I'll go into the bottoms. You know, with it being summer, shorts are in full effect. And if you guys haven't seen already, I'm gonna plug these different videos here and there. I do have a video on the shorts that you need for the summer. I go into different shorts that you could potentially buy, potentially wear, and basically make your outfits look a little bit different for the summertime. So I have 3 pairs of shorts to show for you guys. The first pair of shorts is a pair of Patagonia baggies. You guys can see I have been wearing these. They have been in heavy rotation Very comfortable pair of basically hiking shorts, right? They are Patagonia, so most of the people that are going to be buying these are using these for hiking. I got these from Urban Outfitters for $55, so definitely on the pricier end. They're essentially just kind of like glorified swim trunks, right, with the Patagonia branding. But the one thing that, you know, people that buy Patagonia, Lululemon always say is the quality is unmatched. And I actually think if you do ever get like a tear or something with these shorts, you can bring them back to the store and they can fix it or offer you a new pair at a discounted price if you turn this one in. But this one here is this like dark charcoal gray. The reason why I didn't go with black was because, I mean, if I wanted black swim shorts or black Nike shorts, that's pretty easy to get. But this charcoal gray right here is a little bit harder to find in my opinion. So I went with this here just because I figured it would look good with a lot of like dark faded vintage tees, different color tees, basically like that. Pretty neutral, pretty easy to wear. The next pair of shorts I have for you guys is another pair of shorts from Urban Outfitters. These are a pair of very interesting shorts to say the least. I have a bag that's very similar, it's like a tote bag, and these are a corduroy material shorts. They are in like this very light khaki, I don't know, like cream color almost. I don't want to say they're khaki, I'll say they're more of like a light cream there, where there's almost like a rose hue to it. Maybe I'm looking and digging way too deep into the color, but yeah, I got these from Urban Outfitters for $55. Really comfortable. I mean, depending on what your price range for shorts, that could be either somewhat cheap or a little bit expensive for shorts, because typically when I think of shorts, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I would imagine paying like 30-40 bucks at max, you know. So 55 bucks is on the pricier end, at least for me. But these right here are really nice, perfect for the summertime. My only fear with these was I was worried just based off of the color and the material that they would pick up dirt really easily. But I'll say the couple times that I've worn them, they haven't picked up any dirt or anything like that. So they don't get too dirty as much as you would think based off of the color of the material. But I'll say out of all the shorts I picked up, these probably have to be the ideal and perfect summer shorts. And the last pair of shorts I have for you guys is actually a pair of Richie Le cargo shorts from his most recent summer spring drop. These are just the black cargo shorts with basically 2 front pockets, or actually 3 front pockets, and your 2 typical pockets on the side, and then you have a back pocket right there. So these actually really remind me of the Patagonia baggies, just off the material, the feel of them. They're essentially like swim trunks, right? I'll do an actual separate video on these, just go a little bit more in depth into like the design, the materials, my thoughts and opinions on them. But these right here were 70 bucks, so 20 bucks more than the other 2 pairs of shorts. Whether they're worth it or not is really up to you, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, it's a little bit pricier because you're buying it from almost like a smaller boutique, a smaller brand, which is why you see that price difference. I'll say myself, I think these are pretty nice, perfect for the summer. They're black shorts. I don't have any black cargo shorts like this, so I am glad I picked these up. And the last thing I have to show for you guys is 3 hats that I got. So 2 of them I got on my trip to LA at the beginning of the month, and then 1 of them I got probably like a week or 2 ago. So I'll show the 2 that I got from LA. So I have a blue trucker hat, and the reason why it's in like this royal blue color is for the LA Dodgers. So if you guys see the front, it basically is in all French, and I honestly don't know how to pronounce it. I forget what the shop owner had said. But if you guys do ever go to LA, where you guys go to, see, I'm forgetting the name of it already, but it's like this open farmers market that's, I think it's like the Grove, if I'm not mistaken, the farmer market that is like right connected to the Grove. So this right here is like life is beautiful, and then this right here says like at Monsieur Marcel, which is the name of the market inside of the farmers market at the Grove. So very deep within, very specific. And the reason why I picked this up is, like, you guys might be thinking, that's so random, why would you pick up this cheap 50-cent trucker hat? I think it's something that's a little unique, a little bit different, right? Not everyone is gonna have something like this, but nonetheless, one of my favorite hats that I have in my collection right now. And then the other hat I got is this LA Dodgers Fitted but as you guys can see, it is in that Lakers purple and gold color. So this is kind of like my first fashion fitted cap, I want to say. I mean, if you guys have watched the channel, you guys know me. I've always been into hats, but I'm actually now really just getting into fitteds. Before, I'll say I always saw like the regular 5950 fitteds look so weird on my head. Like I thought they looked just way too high. Like the dome was unproportionate to my head. It made me look like an egghead. But surprisingly enough, with the convincing of my girlfriend and then trying on a couple hats and then like bending the brim to my proper liking, I'll say these are a top tier hat. Just the construction, the build. I know you can definitely get a bunch of like bad build fitteds depending on where they're made, but this right here, for it being my first like actual 59 fitted since like middle school, this was a good introduction back into the fitted game. So you guys will be seeing a lot more fitteds from me. I don't know if I'll introduce them to my channel a lot more, but I do plan on copying them a lot more. I mean, just seeing the different colorways, different combos they have. This is super clean. I got this from actually just even Lids out in LA, even though I know they do have a bunch of different hat stores, but I just walked into a Lids. We were pretty crunch on time, so walked in there, found this hat, picked this up, and I mean, I just absolutely love it. This is probably, I don't know, I just think, I'll show you guys the other fit I picked up, surprise, surprise. But this is definitely up there. Really love the color. Also really reminds me of my trip to LA. And the last thing I have from this little June haul for you guys is this New York Yankees two-tone fitted. I mean, you guys just gotta take a look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of bunch of different stores are doing like these different custom like fashion fitteds, I think they're called, something like that, fast fashion. But this is a two-tone New York Yankees fitted with a cream dome. And all the other details on the hat are in that dark navy, but really clean. Not too much to say about this. I actually wanted the LA Dodgers two-tone, but the reason why I wanted the Yankees is just because, I mean, it had a 1996 World Series patch, and that's the year I was conceived. So, I mean, just to pay a little homage to myself, and then, yeah, I just thought it was a pretty cool hat, and I have been wanting like a two-tone hat like this for a while. So, getting back into the fitted game, you guys are gonna see a lot more different hats from me, maybe even a lot more different videos containing fitteds. But we'll see about that, just because this kind of is an expensive hobby. But nonetheless, those were all my pickups for the month of June. A lot of cool items in my opinion, from the just accessories, the vinyls, the shorts, the shoes. I thought it was a wide variety of things I picked up for the month. Like I said, I don't really spend too much money on myself, as much as it doesn't seem that way off of the amount of videos I post on different shoes and things like that. But here's everything I picked up for the month. You guys see like 3 hats, 3 shorts, a couple tops, a pair of shoes, and then a vinyl. So cool little things I pick up here and there. But I'll probably start doing this at the end of every month. I think it's a good way to recap everything, show you guys things that I wouldn't make a video for. Like, I don't know if I'll make a video on that trucker hat, right? But I still do want to show you guys what I picked up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments, what was your favorite thing I picked up for the month of June? For myself, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit hard, just because I honestly liked every single thing I picked up. That's the one thing, if I don't like it all the way, I'm not gonna pick it up. I have to fully like something and know I'm gonna wear it all the time for me to pick it up. But just to give you guys a quick little response, I'll probably say the LA Dodgers fitted. I mean, just looking at it right now, I'm like, that is a beautiful hat, but everything else was also pretty fire. But it's gonna wrap up the video, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.